Welcome to Happy Healthy Living with Yvonne Douglas. I'm Doug, and today we're going to celebrate Rosca De Reyes, which is the Three Kings Day, so stay tuned. All right, so the very first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna make some Mexican hot chocolate, and I have these abuelita tablets we're gonna be using. And you're gonna also need a molinillo that looks like this. This is to stir it. And we have 4 cups of milk in here, approximately 4 cups of milk, and we're adding 1 tablet of that abuelita chocolate. And I'm gonna also add 1 clove and 1 cinnamon stick. And what you want to do is you want to slowly stir it and make sure that it is well combined with that chocolate melts. And let me show you up close what it looks like. So this is what it looks like. So I'm stirring it with the molinillo. Slowly, I'm going to keep stirring. And then we're gonna serve it in 2 cups. And Yvonne and I are going to talk to you guys and celebrate Rosca De Reyes, which is the Three Kings Day. Yum. Okay, so here are some of the items to celebrate Rosca De Reyes. First of all, we have our pan tradicional. Tradicional. How do you say it, Yvonne? Tradicional? Tradicional. Mexicano, Rosca de Reyes, cake. This is what it looks like. We're going to be opening this in just a second. But as you can see on the box, you have the 3 wise men, and they're coming to see, of course, baby Jesus. And here we have our 3 wise men here. Do you know the names, Yvonne, of the 3 wise men?
Gaspar, Melchior, and Balthasar.
Very good. There they are.
How come you don't know it?
Well, I was asking you. And then we're going to talk about this. This is the gift. Usually you give it to kids. We'll talk about what kids do the night before on the 5th. But of course, Rosca de Reyes, or the Three Kings Day, is celebrated on January 6th. Okay, so we're back, and we have the abuelita chocolate made, the Mexican chocolate, and do you want to...
Chocolate abuelita.
Chocolate abuelita. Do you want to talk to everybody about Rosca de Reyes? What's it all about?
Sure.
In case some people don't know out there.
So, Rosca de Reyes is a Mexican tradition where it's usually celebrated on King in America. They call it Wise Men.
The 3 wise men.
The 3 wise men.
Is it a Mexican tradition, or is it a Hispanic? Like, because I know people from
Puerto Rico. It's a Hispanic tradition, but when I grew up in Mexico, that's where I knew most about it. But so after Christmas, you have January 6th. Which is Three Kings Day.
Right here.
And, kids like to receive presents during Christmas, but then I think the other time that you get to give gifts to kids is on January 6th. And you give 3 gifts because of the 3 wise men that came to see baby Jesus whenever Jesus was born. and each one of them brought a present.
Oh, so that's an example here. We have an example.
Right.
Now this is really for kids. Do adults do this or it's just kids?
Well, for kids it's mainly the presents, but for adults, the tradition that now in Mexico, so on January 6th, the families, whenever they get together, they have the rosca, but the rosca also comes in with little plastic babies.
Oh, okay.
That are supposed to represent the baby Jesus.
So it'll be inside the cake, right?
Yeah, and then you'll hide them inside the cake, the bread. And the way to decorate the bread, you have the different colors because it's supposed to represent the crowns and the diamonds of the kings.
Oh, okay.
Right. And so that's why they do it that way with the different colors. And then so on January 6th for the adults, if you get a piece and you have the baby Jesus, you're supposed to throw a party.
Okay. And make tamales,
Make
right?
tamales and buñuelos.
Okay.
Or, you know, just have a small get together with your friends and family on February 2nd.
February 2nd.
Right. So February 2nd, it's known as Dia de la Candelaria, which is another virgin in the Catholic religion. So they do it on February 2nd.
Oh, okay, nice. I think it's a really, I mean, I remember my mom, we couldn't take down our Christmas decorations until after January 6th. So in a sense, she celebrated a little bit, but not like this. So I love the tradition. I love the idea, and I think it's so cute, and it's really nice for kids. Here we have an example. What kids would do is they would leave a shoebox maybe with some, it's supposed to be camel hay, but here we have some Excelsior, and 3 presents like Yvonne just said. So maybe a little toy that's in here, some chocolate, and maybe a little stuffed animal. That would be left underneath the bed, and I think that's just a really cute tradition. So the kids wake up and they have 3 extra presents besides what they received on Christmas. So I think it's really nice and cute. And then we have the cake here, or the bread.
Right. The rosca.
The rosca.
Now, something that was really cool growing up that I remember, because not all families had a lot of money to buy, you know, expensive gifts for the kids. And so they would get really creative. And I remember that a lot of times I didn't have like a toy, I didn't have, you know, shoes or an electronic because, you know, they didn't have the money. But I think the idea of giving you a little present, a little surprise, was so sweet. And so they still do it nowadays. They call it a bolo.
A bolo?
And so what it consists of, it was literally a plastic bag, and they would put an orange, an apple, peanuts, cookies, animal cookies, crackers.
Would you have candy in there?
Candy. So small things like that, and they will put it in a bag, and then they will put it under your bed or under your pillow. When you get up in the morning, you know, you had that, but it was still kind of cool and exciting to get something. Yeah,
and of course we have Louis back there barking, adding his 2 cents.
He wants his bolo.
He does want his bolo. So I'm going to move the 3 kings over here.
So what are their names?
Caspar, Balthazar, and Melchior. Melchior. This is Melchior.
Yeah, so
this is Casper, and this is.
And you know, like I always wonder why they were like. If you see you have one that is supposed to be kind of like from the African part of the world that visited Jesus, and then you have somebody that is more like European. And then you have another one that is almost like South Asian. So I've always wondered, like, you know.
These are really beautiful. These are German, by the way. These are from Germany. These are the KWO company, made in Germany.
Those are cute.
And these are sort of like the Rauchmann, where you get to put
the smokers.
The smokers. You put the incense and you light it, and then the smoke comes out of the mouth. But I don't use the incense for this. I just like them as little statues or figurines like this. So I don't use it for the incense. All right, and I just took a sip of the Abuelita chocolate.
What do you think about the
chocolate? What is it? Chocolate.
Chocolate Abuelita.
Chocolate Abuelita, so good. And Mexican chocolate is different than regular chocolate. It's, chocolate milk. It's like, or hot cocoa. It has cinnamon in it. And the cinnamon tastes so good with it. Yeah. All right, do you want to do the honors and cut the rosca?
La Rosca De Reyes.
Rosca De Reyes. I'm going to move the flowers over here. Or 3 wise men over here. So cute.
So today will be a cheat day because we get to have carbs.
Yeah, because New Year, I'm starting my new diet and exercise program. Now I know this is not on my diet, but it's, you have 1 cheat day a week. I think that's okay.
I like to,
you dip
eat
it.
this. You dip it.
Mm-hmm.
In
so do you use your hands or do you use a fork?
Oh, I use my hands. Wow, that's good.
Yummy. Well, I don't think a lot of people in America anyway celebrate
January 6th.
Yeah, I think it's mainly a Hispanic thing, but I know growing up we never took our Christmas decorations down until after the 3 Kings.
Well, I think it's a very cool tradition.
I love it. I think it's a great tradition. If we had kids, we would definitely, I'd go all out.
Right?
Awesome. Okay, so thank you so much for joining us on Happy Healthy Living with Yvonne Douglas today. Hopefully you got a little new knowledge about 3 Kings Day or Rosca De Reyes. And, where can you purchase something like this, by the way, for people that may not know?
Any Hispanic Hispanic grocery store will have it.
Okay.
So
a Hispanic grocery store. I don't think I've ever seen them at Tom Thumb or Kroger or any Target or any grocery stores. But I think they should sell them. I really do. I think it's a great little tradition. Anyway, and Abuelita chocolate, same thing?
Same thing. You can actually get the Abuelita from Amazon too.
Oh yeah, Amazon, and also I did see it actually at Target. I don't know if they were the tablets or the packets, but they do sell Abuelita chocolate. All right, thank you so much for joining us today on Happy Healthy Living. Remember, if you want that homey vibe, you need to subscribe. And please give this video a like, guys. Until next time, bye-bye.
Bye.